I screwed this up big time. It cost me hundreds of dollars, and I want to talk about it today because I want that to happen for you. So let's get into it. I'm talking about thank you cards on Poshmark. Not the sexiest topic out there, but I think it's important. We all potentially do them, and so we need to talk about this. Let's dive in. Download your free reseller resource guide today. I constantly update and share with you discounts, favorites, tools, and resources to help you with your reselling business. After the video, click the link in the description and get your totally free guide today. I wish I had saved all of the thank you notes I've gotten over the years from things that I've bought on Poshmark, because we could probably do a whole video about what to do and what not to do when it comes to thank you cards on Poshmark. But today's video, I just really wanted to share this because it is a question that I get from time to time. And I did some search engine, checking to see how many people are searching for this. It's actually widely searched. Thank you cards for Poshmark. And so I want to share with you what I did that was the big mistake, some ways that you can avoid it, and what I'm currently doing now. Before I do that, I just want to say, if you are a person that enjoys spending the time to write out a handwritten thank you note and send it off with your Poshmark packages, don't not do that just because of the things that I say. Take everything I say with, this is my view on it, and you keep doing you, but just entertain the thoughts that I have. I, in the beginning, did do handwritten thank you notes because I knew that it was important in the beginning to get the love notes. And so I do think that a person who has no sales and only 10 sales and not that many feedback and not that many love notes, you're trying to build your track record. You want to instill confidence in potential buyers. And so sometimes people will look to see, do you have any love notes? What did people say to you? What is your rating? And so all of that is important. I think once you have made 100 sales and beyond, and now I've sold 12,000, 15,000, I don't know how many tens of thousands of items I've sold just on Poshmark alone. None of it really matters. I have tons of love notes out there. I have my rating. Not one good or bad rating, affects things. And so I'm not spending time handwriting thank you notes anymore. I stopped that a long time ago. I stopped including a free gift a long time ago. So I don't remember at what point, how many sales, or I don't remember at what point I stopped. But I would say to you, for your first 100 sales, you may want to write a handwritten thank you note, maybe include a gift to only help you get those ratings, get yourself going, get that track record going. So with that said, pretend that happened. Now let's talk about, you're a seller, you're selling all the time, you have your love notes, you have your ratings, and so now we're just in regular mode. What kind of thank you should we be sending? Should we be sending it? What are we sending? All that kind of thing. So I think you should include something. I think something that says thank you is good to do. It could be a sticker, it could be a card, like a postcard, it could be a business card, whatever you want to stick in, a flyer. I think something should be in there. I do. And I think the purpose is to remind the person that you're a person and that you sent this to them. And that will maybe help them kind of humanize the experience of rating you. And so I think that's important. So I do think something should be done. Now, what did I do that I screwed all up? Let's tell you that story. So when I first started on Poshmark, my little guy was 6 months old. I was just kind of coming out of being sleep deprived and all of that. And I named my Poshmark closet Mom Roar Boutique. Roar. I don't know why. And it actually started before Poshmark. I was on an app called TopSpot, and it was just for kids' clothes. And so I think that's why it kind of, it was Mom Roar Boutique over there, and then I moved it over to Poshmark, long other story. So on Poshmark, I was Mom Roar Boutique. And that stuck for a while. And then after a while, I was like, I don't even know why I named it this. This doesn't make any sense. I don't identify with this. I don't even remember when I switched it. But then I renamed my store On My Rack, and that's what I have now, and I love it. I love this name. It's perfect, and it's great. So it's okay. I've done videos on like changing your closet name and if you should or whatever. And so it's okay if you change your closet name. But what did I do? I had made these thank you cards. And they say, thank you for shopping Mom Roar Boutique. 5-star feedback is appreciated. It has my logo. It has my eBay offer where you can, go to click on this and it will take you to a 20% off or whatever it was for eBay. And then it says on here, roar with us, momroarbrands.wordpress.com/boutique, eBay, Poshmark, Kitizen, TradeZ, Mercari, and Etsy. That's what's on here. And I got, initially when I bought them, I had bought, like 1,500 and they were like 4 cents a piece. And so that was great. And I sent them with all my packages. And then I said, okay, well, I'm getting more sales and I want to build a bigger business. And so I'm going to order 10,000 of them because it will drive the cost even lower. I love a good bulk discount. And so I did that. I spent several $100s on 10,000 of these. And I think 2 months later, I decided to go from Mom Roar Boutique to On My Rack. So I just on a whim rebranded my whole thing and then was like, oh my God, I have these stupid cards. I have 10,000 of these stupid cards and they say all of the wrong stuff. Now, I just threw it. I shouldn't have thrown it. But when I did that, before I even rebranded, this card was already out of date because I stopped selling. I don't even know why I had Etsy on here because I don't remember what I would have sold on Etsy as Mom Roar Boutique. I sell my Rebecca the Reseller digital downloads, but I don't remember ever selling physical items on Etsy for that. But anyway, I want to make you aware of the hottest, the best deal I have ever offered in my Rebecca the Reseller Academy. To find it, all you have to do is scroll all the way down to the bottom and you will find this right here. Hot deal, best value, all courses and digital downloads for life. This is it, friends. This is as good as it's going to get. I'm giving you everything I have in my academy, all the digital downloads, all the courses for just $20. The best part is if I create a new digital download going forward, you will get it absolutely free. This is the time to lock in the best deal I have ever offered. All you have to do is go to Rebecca the Reseller Academy, scroll down to Hot Deal, and purchase it for $20. If you're wondering what comes in this, it's everything. So you're going to get all of my courses and you're also going to get all of the digital downloads that I've created, including my keywords list, my listing forms, my Poshmark closet signs, everything that I have created and everything that I ever will create will be yours for literally $20. I was on and off with eBay and then we know now TradeZ isn't even TradeZ anymore. It's part of Astaire. So many things went out of date with this card because I put so much on this card and because it was so specific and personalized. And that's when I learned my lesson. And so I still have these. We use these for scrap paper. I have them in my junk drawer. My son uses them for all kinds of, he builds with, does things with them. These are now all over our house because I bought so many of them. So it's very expensive scrap paper. And I'm not saying that you're going to make that same stupid mistake, but I think that, you might not buy 10,000 of them, but you might spend $100 on 1,500 of them or whatever. And so I think there's something wrong with this card on so many levels. So one is I put the platforms on here. We don't know what platforms we're going to sell on in the future. We don't know what platforms are going to be in the future, which ones are going to merge, which ones are going to go away. You don't know. So I don't think that if you make a thank you card, I don't think you should put your platforms on there. And then someone say, well, they could find me and they could shop for me. And yes, they could. But I think if you've been around reselling for a while, the majority of us don't have a lot of repeat sales. Some of us do. Some of us curate a closet to get repeat sales. I know that I have had some repeat buyers, even though I don't curate my closet. But that's not the overwhelming majority, and I'm not going to cater my entire business around the possibility of maybe some repeat sales. That might be controversial, that might be different than what you believe, but I don't think you should put platforms on your thank you card, because I think that you're not going to get a lot of repeat sales, and I think that you might have to reprint them, or you might shoot yourself in the foot by having that specific on there. Also, there's way too much information on here. So another mistake is writing a book. Like, there's way too much information on this card. The other thing is having your closet name, for all that matters. Like, I don't think that you should have your closet name on it anymore. I think it should be a general thank you. Because let's say you don't do Poshmark anymore. Let's say you don't do reselling anymore. Let's say you decide to hand make crochet items. You could take a generic thank you card and use it for anything. If you choose to get out of reselling, you could sell those thank you cards to someone else, or you could use them for something else. So I don't do anything like this card anymore. I don't have my logo on it. I don't have my platforms on it. I don't have so much writing on it, and I don't put my closet name on it anymore. I just don't think that that's what you should do. So what do? Is I just have this, and I don't know if you can see it well or not, but it says thank you. It says thank you for your purchase, and it has 5 stars. Yeah. Oh, you can see it. I'm looking at my notes. I'm not looking at like me holding it up, and now I see it. So yes, you can see that. So this is what it looks like, and I love these. I have gotten these reprinted now many, many, many times. I don't need to think about it. And I can use it for anything. So I have used these for sending some stuff out on Etsy for my different businesses. I have used this for different other things that I've sent out. I've used this for Poshmark. You can use it for any platform. And so I think these are great. So I think you should do a generic thank you card that is with the intended purposes of saying thank you and getting that 5-star review. I think this is a yes. I think this is a no. So I am curious what you guys think and what you guys do. Let me know in the comments below. Are you team customized thank you card, or are you team generic thank you card? And let me know what's on your thank you card or what questions you have, because this was not something I ever really gave a lot of thought, but now I'm like, people do want to know, they ask about it, and I would hate for you to do the same thing I did by make this, really fancy business card, thank you card thing that you love, and it's got all your good information on it, and then one change happens that's out of your control, and now all of them are scrap paper. I just lost it. We're all scrap paper. So trying to save you money, trying to save you effort. I'm always thinking of you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. PosherVA is a tax-deductible business investment that pays for itself many times over each month. It increases Poshmark sales because it shares and sends offers more than I ever could manually. It handles all my shares, automatic offer to likers, bulk offers, and it can do price drops and relists. When my coaching clients add PosherVA, it makes more sales basically immediately. The best part is that you get your time back. More time with family, thrifting, whatever. Get 20% off with code Rebecca the Reseller and the link below.